This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Wake Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Tuesday. I just got to say something before we get into our forecast this morning. Been trying to talk myself out of this all night, but I just got to open my big mouth. I'm probably going to get in trouble. But here goes. Folks, I can remember years and years ago, the first big political scandal that I remember in the United States was Watergate. And I remember my grandmother, boy, she was glued to the television. She was watching all the things that were going on surrounding President Nixon and Watergate. And that was my first real exposure to a political scandal in this country. My goodness, that does not hold a candle to what we are watching happen in this country right now. And I'm telling you, I know a lot of people the easy thing to do is to say, you know what, I don't have anything to do with politics. I don't want to have anything to do with politics. Turn the TV off and walk away. Folks, that is the absolute wrong thing to do because we are at a crossroads in this country. And so the things that will take place over the course of the next 6 months or so can reshape what America is. And I'm telling you, if it goes in the wrong direction, it's going to stick, and there's going to be zero recovering from this. And if not for anything other than your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren, you do need to pay attention. You do need to research. You do need to understand for yourself. Now, I'm not talking about listening to CNN. I'm not talking about listening to Fox. Because those two news outlets are so far right and left, you're not going to get the 100% truth. There's always two sides to a story, and the truth somewhere in the middle. Same thing here. But do pay attention. Do be concerned. Do go to the polls and vote. And golly, I'm telling you, it's scary at what could happen to this country. It's already happened. The question is whether we continue it to get worse or whether we pull the reins back and try to fix things. I'm sorry. I know this is a weather forecast show, but I just had to get that out there. And that I'm not going to go any further with it than that because I will get in trouble. But you got to pay attention to what's going on in this country. It's a desperate situation right now. All right, let's do some weather. This is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024. I'm Dr. Don, and this is your primetime forecast brought to you by Salem Auction House down in Salem, Alabama. They'll have a big auction coming up this Friday night, and you're going to want to be there. They've got food trucks. It's a great night to be had by all. You can go to their website, you can go to their YouTube, I'll get it right in a minute, Facebook, and you'll be able to see all of the items that they will have up for auction this Friday night, or at least some of the items. You'll get a good idea of what you're going down to possibly bring back home with you. So check them out on Facebook. They're located at 50 Lee Road 175 in Salem, Alabama. You can call Joey at 706-315-7266. He'll tell you all about the Salem Auction House. And get your ducks in a row with Dukas at 256-831-7770. You can also go to the top of the video, click that link. Jamie Dukas will come hang out in your living room. He will show, only if you want him to, he will show you how he could save you money and, in a lot of cases, increase your coverage, put money back in your pocket. It's Jamie Dukas with Alpha Insurance. You owe it to yourself to at least find out what he can do for you. It doesn't cost you a dime, and there is zero obligation. Let's jump into some weather this morning. We may have an MCS complex to deal with later on today, which is going to bring a significant risk of lightning across East Alabama and West Georgia. That's the thing about these summertime tropical storms. They typically bring a lot of thunder and lightning with them. Of course, we know that is dangerous. Unfortunately, it's not part of the criteria for severe weather, but nonetheless, lightning is deadly. We just had that happen in Lee County, so you got to pay attention to these thunderstorms here in the summertime in the afternoon when they get really big and you start hearing those rumbles of thunder and you see flash of lightning. You need to be inside, folks, not outside. You certainly don't need to be under a tree, on a golf course, out on a lake, a river. Those are all no-goes. When you start hearing those rumbles of thunder, you got to be inside. And that this is going to continue. Cloudy, rainy today and again on tomorrow. Locally heavy rainfall will be possible at times and below normal daytime high temperatures all the way through Friday. Maybe Friday and into the weekend we get back to a little bit more of a normal pattern for this time of July, but between now and Friday, increased chances of rain each day, primarily in the heating of the afternoon, though a thunderstorm could pass through your area at pretty much any time today or tomorrow. And some of the storms could be on the strong side. We're not anticipating severe weather, but very, very heavy rainfall, some short-lived localized flooding, street-level flooding, certainly a possibility. Widespread flooding doesn't look likely, but some of those heavier thunderstorms could cause some issues in your community as they move through later on this afternoon. Nothing happening out in the tropics, all quiet at this hour. And now we'll take a look at your current conditions at the venue at 5 Points Farms in 5 Points, Alabama. We're looking at 71 degrees at the moment. Feels like 73. A little muggy out there. Wind is calm at the moment. Humidity is 99%. The barometric pressure at 30.08. 72% or the dew point is at 72 degrees. Not much on the rain gauge at the venue yesterday, just a trace of rain. Your rain gauge may have had 2 inches in it. That's just the way the weather works this time of year. High temperature yesterday was 85.9. We currently have fair skies. Sunrise at 5:47 and the sun sets this evening at 7:48 p.m. Again, it's going to be a primarily cloudy day with showers and thunderstorms developing by this afternoon. 86 in Roanoke, 87 in LaGrange. Carrollton hits 84 and will make it to 84 degrees in Ashland this afternoon. 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent, and it tells the story. 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, 86. 80% chance of showers, and thunderstorms on Wednesday, 85. Thursday, 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Friday, a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. And then on Saturday and Sunday, we go back to a more typical weather pattern, I think, for the southeastern United States in mid to late July. 50% chance of rain on Saturday, 84. 50% chance of rain Sunday, 85 degrees. Let's take a look at your Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. And you'll see what we think is going to be the beginning of an MCS system up there in extreme northeastern Mississippi and across northwest Alabama. Those showers and thunderstorms, the individual storms moving to the northeast, but the entire complex will be slowly sinking to the southeast as we go throughout the day, and we believe those showers and thunderstorms will continue to increase in coverage as we go throughout the day as well. We'll take you down to East Alabama and West Georgia, and there are a few scattered showers already out there this morning. They're very light in nature, but as the day rolls along, this area up to our northwest will slowly move to the southeast. And again, some of those storms will begin to grow stronger as this complex moves to the southeast. Zooming all the way out to give you a look at the southeastern United States, really up in northwest Alabama is the only area right now dealing with some heavier showers and thunderstorms, all quiet along the Gulf Coast regions of Alabama and Florida this morning. Folks, help us out when you can, and we invite you to go over to our weather store. There's the link right there at the bottom of the screen, or you can go to the top of the video. There's a clickable link where you can support us at our weather store. Pick up a coffee cup, a t-shirt, and a baseball cap. Part of the proceeds come back to support us here at Dr. Don's Weather. And do all the social media stuff. Like us, follow us, share us, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the little notification bell on YouTube so that you'll get that notification when we go live. All of that helps us out tremendously here at Dr. Don's Weather as well. If you own a business and you'd like to be a partner, send me a message on Messenger, and I can tell you how you can go about being on the screen by the time we do our next weather forecast, which, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, will happen first thing tomorrow morning, right here on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.